Next up, at UFC 305, we have Tom Nolan taking on Alex Reyes. Talk about value being gone. Those are correct numbers on the screen. There's not a typo. I didn't accidentally hit a 0. We got Tom Nolan at minus 1,000 opening. The best value you ever get from Tom Nolan in this matchup was minus 1,000. He is now minus 1,500. These are Bo Nickel numbers. He's taking on Alex Reyes, Dominic Reyes' brother. Tom Nolan 7-1 in his career. He is 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off the first win of his UFC career. He's taking on Alex Reyes, 13-4 in his career. 3-2 in his last 5. He is looking for his first win since 2017. Tom Nolan's a long, lean striker. I keep comparing him to Corey Sandhagen, just sort of his stature, the rolled shoulders, how he stands there. His striking is a little more traditional. He's not as like loopy or spinny or unorthodox as Sandhagen. He's pretty accurate. He can be technical. No problem getting into a brawl. Outside of that one loss, though, he's got a decent chin. You've seen a lot of videos of him just getting blasted and walking through it. Doesn't mean he's got the best technique in the world, but he does have a decent enough chin. He's got good pressure, lots of volume, good power, not a ton of takedown defense, and he's coming off that bounce-back win over Victor Martinez where he finished him in the first round. He's taking on Alex Reyes. And you may say, who the hell is this guy? Plus 850, plus 1040 if you go to Bet Openly. Well, he's Dominic Reyes' brother, giant 205-pound Dominic Reyes, who a lot of people think beat John Jones. He's his brother. And it's hard to break him down because he had a 6-year layoff. He got like violently, like it was like a blood disease. I don't remember what it was, but he had like some major health issues. So he was out for 6 full years. Since he's come back, all we saw was him just get smoked and finished in what felt like 4 seconds. Before the long layoff, you could watch some tape and make some assumptions of what he's going to be today, and all the tape you're going to get is before the layoff. And in then that part of his career, he was a good pressure guy. He looks to grapple on top. He would throw some heavy punches, look for a stoppage, like decent everywhere with lots of pressure. Tom Nolan is a minus 1,000 favorite. That math means he's 91% chance of winning, right? That's what minus 1,000 is. Now he's minus 1,500. I don't know what that math is. Whatever it is, I still think it's wrong. I mean, I think Tom Nolan wins this fight 99 out of 100 times, 98 out of 100 times. And that's not because Tom Nolan is just this world beater. He is good. He does have some power. But Alex Reyes on a 6-year layoff with major medical issues. I think the biggest thing in his career was, I just want to be able to step foot in that octagon again. And he did that, and it wasn't the best night in the world, but he did that, still has a fight in his contract. They said, why don't you come over here, lose to the local guy? And he said yes, and that's what happens. Tom Nolan wins this fight. The value has been gone since before these odds even came out. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, straight up and honest to the people, and I appreciate that, Angelo, that breakdown. You know, you try to be nice to people, and I get it, right? And not many fighters like you. They all like me, so I get the whole let's be nice to everybody type whatever. Tom Nolan is the absolute worst minus 1,500 favorite in the history of combat sports, maybe in the history of sports I have ever seen in my entire life. This guy is a very average fighter. He is not great. His chin is boo-boo, baby shit. He gets slept by Mata, nearly slept in his last fight against Victor Martinez. If you're a 6'2", lightweight fighting a dude called Victor Martinez who shouldn't even be in the UFC, that guy shouldn't land a fucking punch on you, let alone, and you're a minus 600 favorite, let alone you get in the pocket, drop your hands and get caught and dropped and nearly finish. His striking is fucking terrible. He's got good kicks and good knees at the middle, and he uses those with the deep kicks, but when he throws punches, yeah, he can throw them hard and he can knock out people, but he gets hit and he is a baby fucking chin. And anybody betting him at minus 1,500, you better hold on fucking tight, because Alex Reyes looked actually decent against Charlie Campbell. Charlie Campbell is 10 times the actual boxing striker than Tom Nolan is, and he showed us some decent toughness. Charlie Campbell was lighting him up, took his time, and it took him a little bit to finish Alex even when he was getting hurt. If not, Tom Nolan gets Alex Reyes hurt and he rushes in, Alex Reyes was throwing back and Charlie was taking his time, so he was slipping shit. But Tom Nolan, if he finds the wrong spot at the wrong time trying to finish this guy, he's going to get fucking slept. There is no way I'm betting on Tom Nolan at these odds. He should be the favorite because he's a 6'2 lightweight that's got these finishes and he's got the range and he can knock people out. But I think he should be like minus 200 at the max. This guy's got a baby chin, and I hope Alex sleeps him.
I think minus 200 is ridiculous. But I don't. You were a little harsh. I don't disagree with everything you're saying. The value has been gone forever. I mean, there were people that saw minus 1,000 and then laid out a shit ton of money and pushed it to minus 1,500, which that is crazy. Because, like, the Bo Nickel numbers, that guy's an Olympian. The Bo Nickel numbers make sense.
Right.
These numbers,
and saying he's the worst minus 1,500, that's like Ronda Rousey and Bo Nickel and fucking.
Yeah. You didn't say he's a bad fighter. You're just talking about.
I think he's a very average fighter, to be honest.
You're talking about the insane. Yeah. Minus 1,500. Here's actually, there is a minus 1,200 in the mix there that you would agree kind of sucks. Alexander Romanov. Alexander Romanov was minus 1,200 when he fought Chase Sherman. And he looked it. And then Tybura just sucked the life out of me. He hasn't looked the same since. Either way, Tom Nolan, $9,800 in DraftKings Fantasy. I'm going to go back and look and see what Charlie Campbell scored when he fought Alex Reyes, because this could look similar. And if Charlie Campbell scored 120 points, then it's worth it. If Charlie Campbell scored 100 points, it's not worth it. So I'm going to take a look, see what that looked like, and that's basically how I'm going to assess this, because $9,800 is crazy. I don't know. Somebody tell me in the comment section or live chat. We've got well over 500 people watching. Thank you all very, very much. If UFC, is that the highest I think it's the highest I've ever seen. I can't think of somebody that was more expensive than $9,800 in DraftKings Fantasy. Even Bo Nickel wasn't $9,800.
I can't stress enough how, and he might get slept. I mean, that's what should happen here, right? But yeah. I mean, Alex Reyes, I didn't think his hands looked that bad versus Charlie.
Yeah, I mean,
he got caught, but I mean,
yeah, I think
offensive striking, and against Tom Nolan, you just have a little bit of offensive striking. I mean, fucking Victor Martinez just randomly found his chin. What the fuck?
I get everything that you're saying, but I still think Tom Nolan, I think he blows through him. I think the odds are ridiculous because it's a fist fight, and nobody's odds should ever look like this in a fist fight. But I hear you. Ronda Rousey was these odds when Holly Holm beat her.
He got dropped as a minus 600. He got knocked out as a minus 300.
Oh, listen, I get you.
Have fun, guys.
The good news is the value's long gone, because if he was minus 500, minus 600, it'd be like, should I? But what are you going to do with a minus 15? It's not even worth it. Anybody who's just adding him to a parlay to add another $30 to your $12,000 payout when all 29 picks hit, it's not worth it. 100% not worth it. If you do want to check out the bets that we do have on the fighters that do have value left, you can do so now. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's $10 for an entire month, and that month gets you UFC 305, 2 fight nights, and then UFC 306, which is the Sphere card.